morning, everybody. This is 3333 Lightworker coming to you to give you your weekly readings for October the 19th through the 2025. Now, this week I'm doing something different. I'm doing a 3 card spread for all of the major horoscope signs. You know, we've got the fire, we've got earth, we've got air, and we've got water. So that's how I'm going to do it. Keep it short this week. So, like I say, in all my videos, I hate to bore you. I just want to get to I'm sure you do too. You just want to get to the meat of it. What's our reading? What's the outlook for our week? And we'll all be happy and we can go about our day. So this is for the air signs this week. And before I get started with my air friends, I want you to know that there is a new moon on the 21st. And this is a new moon that asks us, it's like the wounded healer. You know, we're all gonna try to heal our childhood wounds that still pop up like 20, 30 years later, and they still pop up certain times during the year. And all this new moon is asking you is to just take some time for yourself, and if you cry, it's okay, it's acceptable. And nobody needs to really see you, but if you happen to be around people and you start crying and stuff like that, you know, just hopefully you're around friends and nobody will make fun of you. I'm the sort, if I find myself getting emotional, I just go home and stay to myself until I feel better. Or, you know, my outlook is a lot better. So just take time for yourself and heal, okay? So, air signs. The first card you have this week, right there, yeah, 4 of Cups. Now you're just thinking, you're contemplating, life is not turning out what you thought it would so far this year. But I tell you, this is an important event that is coming up for you, and it's like kindred souls are together. But I advise you, when you're with your friends, don't start gossiping about other people. You know, that brings out the worst traits in the air signs, you know. And we're talking, you know, these are air signs are intelligent, smart people, but they just love to gossip. You know, they take everything as if it's in competition, and you don't want people to think that about you. You know, you're trying to do better. You may be a young soul, and you're learning. You know, your own self is evolving as you grow, and each day and each job that you take on, you're trying to be a better person and grow, mature, and you're not like you were when you were 10. You know, you might be in your 20s or 30s or 40s right now, and you still have those other traits you're working on, and that's okay. That means that you're growing. But one of the ways that you can start changing the way you think of people and the world, especially people going through a tough time, and let's keep our seniors in mind. Don't make fun of them. You know, if they can't pay all the rent, just make sure that you're thinking of them, and it's okay. We can work something out so you can make payments and you know, until your rent is picked up, okay? Because seniors are having a hard go of it, you know, this last couple of years, you know, and it's no fault of their own. It's just a high cost of living, and it's getting harder to live and have food on the table. So just meditate and appreciate what you have, and don't let any moment of boredom stop you, okay? I know that things are slowing down, and like I've said in the previous reading, we might be in the pre-shadow phase of Mercury retrograde, which is supposed to start at the end of this month anyway. So you might feel a slowdown in communication, or those things that you want to buy are just not in the stores, or you know, you're trying to connect with people and they're just not returning your calls or anything like that. Don't worry, they'll come around. So don't force anybody into your way of thinking or the way you want to do. Just be patient. Work with them instead of against them, okay? Now this next card happens to go along with the first card. You might have, since you want to control things and get things going, but people are going against you, or they don't agree with the way you do things. You know, you have to not argue, but you know, what is it? Communicate, and then work out some workable solution for everybody all the way around, okay? So don't, and please, air signs, I don't know why you picked up these cards this week, but the meaning that I got from them is, you know, don't be petty with others. Be the better person. Concentrate on yourself instead of bringing others down or gossiping. Nobody likes to be gossiped about or even lied about, or even if you all start making up stuff about other people, don't do that. It just makes you look bad when you find out that you were in the wrong in the first place and it wasn't the other person. So just be careful in what you say to other people. Um, Now, the best way forward this week is to be by yourself. If you have to go to work, fine, but just keep your mouth shut. And I don't mean to be catty on this one point, but for some reason, when I meditated on your cards, it just popped out all this stuff, and I'm like, wow, they must be going through it all. Maybe it's personal stuff. Maybe you're having a bad day, and you might be taking it out on others. But you have to check yourself. you know, if you're having a bad day and you're at work, you just say, you know what, I'm going home early, I don't feel well, and go home and cry. It's acceptable this week, especially with this wounded warrior. If you feel like, the world is against you or something like that, it's not. It's just the planetary systems are aligning. We're having a couple of, T squares and moons crossing Pluto and Neptune and Mercury, yada yada yada, the route, so it's like that. So when I notice that Pluto is going against Mercury, that means it's a double jeopardy no matter how you look at it. So just keep your mouth shut and stay by yourself. That's the easiest way I know how to deliver that for you. So just, if you're in the darkness, just meditate and ask Spirit for help so you can choose the light instead of the darkness. Okay, guys? All right, in our next card, much better card for you Earth signs, is the Queen of Pentacles. Now, the Queen of Pentacles just means that, you're finally, you're going to feel grateful. Something surprising happiness is going to come to you. And, you know how to budget your money, so you're going to not let any kind of desire to spend money to make you feel better. You're going to budget your money, and you're going to be nice to people. And it's what you're trying to do because of this wounded healer type of new moon, is that you're going to learn to accept people for who they are, and sometimes you just can't change them to make them go and do what you want. You have to be flexible. That's the best way around anything in life. I wish our government would listen to that, but I can't say anything about that right now. Okay, guys, until next time, this is 3333 Lightworker, and I hope that this helped you in some way. And please like and subscribe. All right, kiddos, talk to you next week.